mathematics class. This class is for class 7 and chapter that we are studying is chapter 10, speed, distance and time in your textbooks that we follow. Name of the textbook is ML Agarwal. I hope you all know. Now we have done up to question number 12 of exercise 10A. We have done question number 10 of exercise 10A and we were doing the questions in the multiples of 2. So the next question is question number 14. I will be starting with question number 14. This is the last question and then later on we will move on to the next exercise. So I'll read out the question number 14. They say Ajay walked at an average speed of 8 km per hour. The speed of walking, or you can say walking speed, is given 8 km per hour and they say for 45 minutes and time is given how much? 45 minutes. Then they say and then ran at an average speed of 12 km per hour. Now running speed is 12 kilometers per hour and he ran for, they say, 40 minutes. It means time is given 40 minutes. Now what is the question asking? What was his average speed? We have to find the average speed of Ajay, and we know average speed is total distance upon total time. Always this has been discussed. So total distance upon total time is the average speed. Now we know the formula that speed is equal to distance upon time, or we can say distance is equal to speed into time. We know the total time. We want what? Total distance and total time. We know total time is 45 minutes in first case and 40 minutes in second case. So total time is 85 minutes. But we don't know the distance. So how are we going to calculate the distance? By this formula, distance equal to speed into time. So from first case, we can say distance covered by walking. Distance covered by walking will be, we know distance equal to speed into time. Speed is given in kilometer per hour, so we'll write 8 km per hour. But time is given in minutes, so if we want to convert it into hours, we will divide 45 by 60. Then it will become into hours, because we know that 1 hour is equal to 60 minutes. So we'll simply write 45 upon 60. Whatever comes, that will come in kilometers, because this was kilometer per hour and here it is R and R get cancels. So like this. Now 15 3s are 45, 15 4s are 60, 4 2s are 8, 3 2s are 6 kilometers. He is traveling or he is covering 6 kilometers while walking. Now next we will calculate distance traveled by running. Again the same formula, we know distance is equal to speed into time. In the second case, speed is given 12 kilometers per hour multiplied by time is 40, so we will write it as 40 upon 60 hours. We'll again convert this also minutes to hours by dividing it by 60. Now 0 and 0 cancel, 6 2s are 12, 4 2s are 8. So the distance covered is 8 kilometers. Therefore, total distance is 8 plus 6, that is 14 kilometers. And time is what? And total time, I am writing it over here. Total time is 45 plus 40 minutes, that is 85 minutes. We will convert it into hours, so that can be written as 85 upon 60 hours. Now average speed, we know average speed is equal to total distance upon total time. Total distance is 14 kilometers divided by distance is 85 upon 60. 60 will go in the numerator, so it will become 14 into 60 upon 85. Now 5 ones are 5, 5 sevens are 35, 5 ones are 5, 5 twos are 10. This will be 5 ones are 5, 48 4 168 upon 17 kilometer per hour. And now we can calculate it. 168 divided by 17 will be approximately equal to 9.88 kilometer per hour. That is your final value. Now with question number 14, we come to an end to the exercise 10A. Now we move on to exercise 10B, and in this exercise we will learn how to solve problems on trains. So in order to understand this, there are two concepts that need to be explained. Suppose this is a pole. It can be a pole, it can be a man standing, it can be a tree or something like this, stationary object with minimum width or in comparison to train. Suppose I say this is a train which is x meters long. So when will the train, how much time will the train, suppose we have to find the time taken by the train which is x meters long to pass a pole. So first of all we need to understand when will this train pass. This train pass means when it's, suppose it's initial end is A and final position is B. So when this final position B moves at this point, means crosses completely, this point is B and this point is A, this is the train. When this whole portion, whole train crosses the pole or the man or the tree, then only we will say that the train has passed the pole or the man or the tree. In order to pass the pole or the man or the tree, train will be covering how much distance? Train will be covering distance equal to its length. This is the main thing that we need to remember. Suppose the length of the train is x meters, it means in order to pass a man or a tree, it has to travel x meters, then only the train will pass the pole or the man or a tree, something like this. This is the first point. Now second point is, in case of pole or man or tree, there is some stationary object which is equally of the same length of the train. Suppose I say there is a platform whose length is y meters and this is the train. Now when will the train pass the platform? It means when this total train moves to this point. This is the end point of the train, this is the initial point of the train, the length of the train is x, this is the train. So how much distance is the train traveling? Train is from this point to this point. Train is traveling a total of x meters for the train and y meters for the platform. So total length that train is traveling is x plus y meters. It means that when passing a bridge or a tunnel or a train or a platform, train travels a distance equal to the sum of the train as well as the object that is given there, means platform or tunnel or something like that. Now we move on to the, I hope this is clear to you, and we will be discussing questions based on this. There are only 7 questions, so I will try to do most of them for you all so that your concept should be clear. Now first question I am not taking. I am moving on to the second question. Question number second, and we are talking about exercise 10B. Let me read out the question, then we will solve it. They say if a train with a speed of 60 km per hour, the speed of the train is 60 kilometers per hour, crosses a pole in 30 seconds. Time is 30 seconds. Crosses a pole in 30 seconds, crosses a pole. We have to find the length of the train. Length of train. This we have to find out. So first of all, we'll assume let the length of the train be x meters. We know that whenever a train passes a pole or any stationary object, a man or something like this, it travels a distance equal to its own length. Suppose this is x meters, so in order to pass the train has to travel x meters. It means the train has to travel x meters in order to cross the pole. So in all this, what is given? Speed is given, time is given, distance we have assumed x meters, and we know that the train has to cover x meters in order to cross the pole. So we know that distance is equal to speed into time, and distance traveled by train will be equal to its own length, will be equal to length of the train, and we have assumed length of the train be x meters. Now distance is how much? X in meters is equal to speed. Speed is 60 kilometers per hour. Time is given 30 seconds. 30 seconds. These seconds, if we convert it into minutes, we have to divide it by 60, and this will come into minutes now. But we need it into hour. So again, we have to convert these many minutes into hour. It means again we will divide by 60. So this many hours the train is taking. Now hours and hours cancelled, 60 and 60 cancelled, 30 to the 60. It became 1 upon 2, and unit was kilometers. Half kilometer means 500 meters was the length of the train. That is the final value. Now we move on to the third question. Now third question reads, a train 50 meters long means length of train, that is given 50 meters. Then they say it passes a platform. Now length of the platform is also given. Length of platform, that is 100 meters given. Length of platform is 100 meters, and this 50-meter long train passes a 100-meter long platform in 10 seconds. Time is given in 10 seconds. Find the speed of the train. We have to find the speed of the train. Let us assume it as x kilometer per hour. Now we know that when a train is passing, this is train is passing a platform, and then again it will be something like this. This is a train. When a train passes a platform, we know that it covers distance equal to the length of the train plus the length of the platform. So first of all, we will say that distance traveled by train in passing the platform or while passing the platform, that will be 50, that is the length of the train, plus 100 meters, that is the length of the platform. So this total is 150 meters distance the train is covering, and in how much time? Time is 10 seconds. So the speed, we know speed is equal to distance upon time. Distance is how much? 150 meters upon 10 seconds. So 0 0 cancel. You will get 15 meter per second is the speed of the train. So we have found the speed in meters per second, and we know the conversion of meter per second to kilometer per hour. If it is written in the question that find the speed of the train in kilometers per hour, we know that we will multiply it by 18 upon 5. Now it is given that we have calculated the speed in meter per second. So speed will be, we will 15 into 18 upon 5. Now it will become kilometer per hour. We will multiply it by 18 by 5 to convert the speed of meter per second to kilometer per hour. So 5 3s are 15, and 54 kilometer per hour is the speed of the train. This is the final value. Now we move on to the next question, that is question number 4. Question number 4 is, they say a train 270 meters long is running at a speed of 36 km per hour. How long will it take to cross a bridge 180 meters long? Means there is a train which is 270 meters long, 270 meters long, and it is crossing a bridge that is 180 meters long with a speed of 36 kilometers per hour. You have to find out the time. So we know that when a train is passing a bridge or a platform, something big as compared to the train, then the total distance traveled by the train is length of the train plus the length of that object. So we will first of all, we can say total distance covered by train. That will be length of the train, that is 270 meters. This is the train, and length of the bridge, that is 180 meters, length of the bridge. So total comes out to be 450 meters. So total distance traveled by the train is 450 meters at a speed of 36 km per hour. You have to find out the time. We know that the speed is equal to distance upon time, or we can say that time is equal to distance upon speed. So this is, distance is how much? 450 meters. Time is, speed is 36 km per hour. So 36 kilometers per hour. Now this is 450. Now this is in the form of 450 meters upon 36 km per hour. So it is better that we change this 36 km per hour to meter per second. And we know that in order to change kilometer per hour to meter per second, we multiply by 5 upon 18. So 36 km per hour can be written as 36 into 5 upon 18 meters per second. Now 18 2s are 36, 5 2s are 10 meter per second, means now the speed has been changed to 10 meters per second. So this can be written as 450 meters upon 10 meters per second. So second will move in the numerator meter and meter cancel, 0 0 cancel, so it became 45 seconds. It means the train whose length is 270 meters crosses the bridge of 180 meters long in 45 seconds. That is the final value. Now we move on to the next question. Next question is question number 5. I'll read out the question. A passenger train 125 meters of length. So I've written length of the train is 125 meters. Takes half a minute. So time is half minute, that is 30 seconds. In crossing a tunnel 355 meters long. Length of the tunnel is 355 meters long. What is the speed of the train? We have to find the speed of the train. So we know that total distance traveled by train, traveled in crossing the tunnel, that will be sum of both the lengths. So that is 125 meters plus 355 meters. This 125 is for train and this is for tunnel. So total comes out to be 5 and 5, 10, 0, 2, 5, 3, 8, 480 meters. And time is 30 seconds. So simply we know that speed is equal to distance upon time. Distance is 480 meters and time is 30 seconds. 30 seconds, 0, 0 cancel. 16 3s are 48. So 16 meter per second is the speed of the train, and in case you want to write it in the form of kilometer per hour, so 16 will be multiplied to 18 upon 5 and that many kilometers per hour. So you can solve it out and get the value of this. 16 into 18 is 288 upon 5 kilometers per hour. Now when you solve 288 divide by 5, 5 is 25, 38, 7 is 35, 3 left 0.06. So that is approximately equal to 57.6 kilometers per hour is the speed of the train, and that is the final value. Now we move on to the next question. Now I have taken my next question is question number 6. In this it is given that a train 200 meters long. So I have written length of the train is 200 meters running at a speed of 30 km per hour. So I have written speed is 30 kilometers per hour. Takes 55 seconds. Time is 55 seconds to cross a bridge or to pass a bridge. What is the length of the bridge? Means you have to find the length of the bridge. Now length of the bridge, let us assume that length of the bridge be x meters. Now you can see length of the bridge we have assumed in meters, length of the train is given in meters, but this is given in kilometers per hour. In order to convert into meter per second, we'll multiply it by 5 by 18. So 36 into 5 upon 18, 18 to the 36, 5 to the 10 meter per second. It means the speed of the train is given to you 30 km per hour, or you can say 10 meters per second. Now we know that when a train passes a bridge or a platform or something like that, it covers the distance equal to the length of itself plus the length of the object. So we can say total distance covered by train, that will be its own length, that is 200 meters. This is the length of the train, and plus x meters that we have assumed as length of the bridge. Now this is the total distance. We know that distance is equal to speed into time. Distance is 200 plus x meters. Speed is 10 meter per second. In time it is taking 55 seconds. So that becomes 550 meters is equal to 200 plus x. Therefore x is equal to 550 minus 200 meters. That comes out to be 350 meters. That is the final value. Now I hope you would have understood all these questions whichever we have discussed here on the whiteboard, and all these questions are supposed to be in your fair notebook. I have left one question, that is question number 7. and I am sure that all of you will be able to solve it on your own. Still, if you have any doubt or you are not able to solve, you can send me the question on this number. Now this chapter finishes. In the next chapter, we will be starting with the algebra, and the chapter will be algebraic expressions. So till then, keep on studying hard, practice a lot, because maths only comes with the practice. You have to devote your time, you have to sit with your notebook, with your pen, with your book, and along, please keep on watching the videos. If you have not understood once, please watch it twice or thrice, so that it is very much clear to you what concept has been explained. And I would be appreciating if you please comment, so that I may come to know that what all can be done to make it better. So thank you, stay blessed.